Good morning. I think we're live. Should be live. How's everyone doing today? Oh, I didn't even have my studio lights on. There we go. Hope everyone is well. Hope life is good. Just gonna get my coffee. Oh, I do this all the time. I get an email when I go live and I get excited, then I realize it's just my email telling me that I'm live. There we go. All right. So I actually had time to drink a whole coffee. So this is coffee number 2 this morning. Oh yeah. So what are we doing today? Well, I have to find it, but somewhere in this giant mess, we have PCBs, the ones from Unibyte. Well, from PCBWay, but the Unibyte ones. We are going to be messing with. Oh shit, I don't have my. Okay, that's okay. I can figure this out after. Anyways, I have to find the PCBs in this mess somewhere. And then we're going to figure out op amps. Where the hell could they be now? Big questions. Big questions. In here? Nope, not in there. That is a good question. I didn't think it'd be this hard to find. Typically, the videos that are not done, the PCBWay boxes for that are near the surface of the pile. But I think in this case, I've had so much going on around here that it's been rotated to the bottom of the pile somewhere. Nope. All right, let me first check my old, what's this? Oh, no, that's not for that. So I have 2 boxes of PCBs. Hopefully I put it in there. Oh shit, everything's falling. We're having a stuff avalanche. All right, so this is the 2 PCB boxes. No, it would be sealed, so not in there. Not that one. Oh, there's a sealed, oh, nope, that's not it. So not there either. Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, usually these are easy to find. I mean, it's a big box, relatively speaking. I do have my display box with the LED inside. So that's good to know. Oh, there's a box over here. Empty. Oh, there's another box underneath it. Oh no, empty again. It's not looking good, folks. Not looking good at all. It's like literally a big PCBWay box. Definitely not in this one. Did I ever mention that I have to clean up in here? I believe I've mentioned that like 8 or 9 times. Not in there. Okay, I gotta go diving. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are getting audio through, because you're definitely not getting video. You're only getting the static shot of my workbench. Australia? What came from Australia? Oh. Here's a box. Nope. Here's a box. Nope. Here's a box. Nope. Oh, here's a box. Nope. This is a good one to keep at hand, though. Here's another box. Nope. Dang nammit. Huh. If we don't have the PCBs, not much sense in setting up to make a video for it, huh? There's a couple of things we can do if I can't find it, which is, well, we've got two Unity videos we can do. The UTG 1042X video I'm not happy with. I think we're going to redo that one. Also, we still need to do the thermal camera. This guy here. So we do have stuff to do. The thing is, I'm sort of confused because I wouldn't have put the PCBWay box like far. You know, like I know it's in my to-do pile, and that means it has to stay relatively accessible. So it's kind of bothering me a bit, unless it came in a small box. No. Where the hell did it go? Oh, what's this? Oh, that looks promising. Oh, so close. That's another video I haven't made. Shit. That's not a good sign. I really didn't expect this to take this long. To find PCBs that were ordered like last. Like these PCBs were ordered, well, I guess it's a couple months ago now. It's kind of like last in, first out, you know? Okay, so it's not up here. It's not up like over the big shelf up there. Definitely not there. It's not behind the Voron. Oh, there they are. They're not in a box. There we go. These are our PCBs. So, I have no idea where the traces go. I have no idea about any of this, but I will, that's what we're here for. We're going to figure out how it works. So let's see if I've got headers for the V plus ground and V minus. Unity, not Unity. PCBWay likes when I do unboxings of their stuff, but we'll do a fake unboxing. Okay. So let's, I know I have a socket for this. Oh, sockets are going to be hard to get to. Move this stuff. I have to move all my stuff. Almost at the bottom, not quite at the bottom. So yeah, one of these. There we go, we're gonna solder that on. And if I'm looking for some sort of terminal blocks, none of this will help. I'll check my connectors bin after. Oh wait, there's one more box. Which is absolutely no help. Okay. Oh. There we go. Maybe I'll put this on top in case I need sockets again. I have a ton of op amps to look through. I don't know which one we're going to be picking for this one. Could just be like the 386 or whatever. Or 3 something something at least. All right, let me grab a PCB holder over here. Just gotta move stuff. Don't mind the avalanche. Clean the dust off it a little bit, make it a little bit more presentable. All right, let's get this on. All right, turn on the soldering iron. Yeah, we have to look for some terminal block things. Oh. So I want to see if this is the right pitch. Like 508 or whatever. Is this focusing? Sort of, not really. This is the right pitch, but I need a 3. These are the 2s. I could also just solder onto it. Grab this. These are really loose in the hole there. Okay, there we go. Get that all soldered up. Obviously I can't see because I'm so far away. I think that's good. Okay. So there we go. So now I'm seeing like in 1 and in 2. That looks like a ground. So we got inverting and non-inverting op amps there. What goes in there? I mean, this is a resistor. That's not even a symbol. I'm guessing those are caps. This will block DC. Could go check his project files. So yeah, I need a triple terminal on there. All right, I'm gonna turn off the soldering iron for a moment. Go look for a triple terminal, or single terminals will do. I don't want to I stabbed myself the other day in this pile, so hopefully I don't stab myself today. No, shouldn't put that in there. Look at me stopping myself before I break stuff. That's good. Yeah, that's not the right pitch, so that won't work. I don't know if I have triple terminals. This may be a moot point, so I may have to just solder onto them. Oh, no. Wrong. Yeah, I'm just about to give up here. I don't think I have the triple terminals or singles, just the doubles. So we're probably just soldering directly to it, which is fine. I'm not going to order terminals just for this, especially because it won't be in on time. All right, we're soldering to it. No problem. All right, so we're going to need 3 little pieces of wire for this. We could probably just use... No, I was going to say we can use my breadboard wire, but no. I have enough assorted pieces of wire. But we do need to get a split rail power supply, which I do have. That should be easier at hand. Yes. So we have a bunch to choose from. So there's these guys, which are, I believe, adjustable. Yeah, it does say adjust there. So that's good. I mean, if I can actually like solder it on top there, that would fit. This is a triple. This is a triple, it would fit right on there. Okay, so we've got that. Take these guys out, and yeah, I need 3 little wires. This can go back in the pile. In the pile you go. Assorted mix of wire. I got this nice PTFE wire from the purpose is to build a Voron. Oh. I clicked something on my screen here. There we go. Yeah, so purpose of this wire was to build the Voron with, but I don't know if we're doing that anymore. Ooh, I have triple conductor wire. I do have triple conductor wire. This board's supposed to be for training as to what op amps do. Yes, these are from Unibyte. So Unibyte, friend of the show, been on the podcast before. He designed these for, yeah, exactly that. So I have this 3-wire ribbon cable. I'm just going to use this. And how are you going, HVAC Sparky? There we go. So I don't think we need like a lot of current here. Are you at work right now, HVAC Sparky? For some reason, I could be wrong, but I had in my head that you are Canadian. And so you would be at work, I would think. Oh, I don't have my good strippers. I'll have to go get them. This is very fine wire. I'm gonna go get my good strippers. You guys will come with me. You're on Alberta. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So you are going to be heading to work soon. Oh. Crimpers, I could remove these. them back on my workbench. Strippers, this was looking for. There we go. Oh. Getting old, folks, getting old. Okay, put my crimpers back in stock, and I have my strippers. I would love to expand my workshop. So much space needed. Wish made enough money for that. I have our garage roof is just about to leak, so we're getting quotes to get it fixed. It looks like it's going to be almost, well, probably over $4,000 with the tax. That's going to suck. Let me see, just approximately. Oh. Let's see. Do the math here. Yeah, yeah, $4,000. Oh, look at that. $4,000 with tax. That's gonna be brutal. All right. So I guess one side of this is going to get ferrules. The other side's just going to get soldered to this board here. I don't know if my ferrules go small enough. There we go. All right, I'm going to split these a little bit further so I can strip them a little bit further. That's inch, I want millimeters. Yeah, just over 10 mils is what you need for a ferrule. Watch, this flies into my coffee. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm not 100% sure this is actual copper wire either. This came from China. So this could be aluminum wire. Or it could be steel for all I know. Let's see if it's steel. Okay, not steel. At least there's that. Often these very thin wires end up being steel. All right, so red for red, blue for green, and yellow for white. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That is good. I'm assuming Mr. Franco Walker is having a nap. There we go. Ultimately, these live streams are selfish, though. They're really more for me, so I can get stuff done. Or else I don't do shit. Although I did do a lot yesterday. I got a lot done. I had 5 things on my list, and I got them all done. Which is nice. If we end up filming this video today, on my list today will only be to edit this video. That's it. That's all I'm going to put on my back. I got to work tomorrow for my very exclusive client, or I should say it's not my client, it's my boss's client, our exclusive client. So I need to be sharp and crisp. Okay. Let's see. He didn't label the V plus on both sides, but I think I could be fairly confident here. Maybe I can fold this over and not have to hold the wire. There we go. Is there a lot of work for a HVAC electrician in Alberta? I'm thinking here in Ontario, it's one of the safest trades to be in. I think with the ridiculous weather we're getting every single year now, AC is no longer an option, and furnaces are incredibly important because it goes real cold now, like brutally cold. You are busy, that's good. I just taught a bunch of electricians. Our provincial government here canceled funding for the automotive program. So my college, to keep me with them, so I wouldn't just like pack up and leave, I guess, they got me to teach math and computers to aspiring electrical apprentices. So I did that for 5 weeks, and now my contract is up. So who knows? I could get work, I could not, but it's looking like probably for the rest of the year, that's it, that's all. No more. I know like in fall, in my mechanics job, it'll get busy for a little bit there. But other than that, it's pretty much YouTube and mechanics. That's it. All right, so V plus is red, ground is green, V minus is white. And we can hook this up. I'm glad you're busy though. Busy is good. Are you do you work for a company or do you have your own? Let's just say I've planted the seed in my students' minds that they need to be working for somebody until they get a lot more experience, but their end goal should be to open their own business. I think electricians have that. It's one of those trades where you don't need much to get started aside from experience. I showed them in the math class, I showed them like basic bookkeeping, stuff like that. I really want them to focus on the fact that they could be working for themselves eventually. Obviously, I did warn them quite sternly that they need to be picking up experience first. You can't just like get your license and head out on your own. But I think they should be working for themselves eventually. It's that part of trades training that I think is a little bit lacking. Working for a company, I do need more experience for sure. Okay, are you planning to eventually start your own? So as a YouTuber, I'm essentially self-employed. Like I have to pay taxes on my income here. So I have to do all of the taxation stuff aside from, like, I don't have employees. So it's a little bit simpler. But you learn quickly how to do this kind of stuff. Okay, so what do I want? Do I want to power this from the UDP 3305S or just from the read-in? I think just from the read-ins. Okay, need another wire to connect up to the read-in. Another 2 wires. Either I get a 2-conductor or I just get 2 single conductors. Let's see, what do I have in small wire? Oh, I do have like silicone wire. Hang on. Maybe I'll go get one of those. What's this? These are just croc clips. I have really thin wire that I bought and then I made a dog's breakfast out of. Oh my God, I just made it worse. Yeah, so this, at some point I'm gonna have to untangle all this. I'm gonna give myself a good length here. There we go. There you have it. And now I don't know if the red one is on a spool or if I have just left it in its package because I made a mess out of this one. I think I left it in its package. Oh no, if I pull it from that side, that was the issue with the other one. Okay. Oh no. Have Wicked commute each day, 1 hour each way, so eventually it would be nice to work for yourself. Right now, company's really good, so you're happy. That's good. That's really good. That is really good. That's like me and mechanics. I don't want to work for myself. I don't have plans. It's too much of an investment. To start an automotive, like a repair garage, way too expensive. And honestly, the way my boss treats me, I am more than content working with him. The money isn't great, but it's nearly as high as I could possibly get in in my field, in my city. So like in that sense, the money's really good, but mechanics don't make as much money as the other trades. We're the lowest paid trade, which sucks because I think what we do is quite challenging and quite hard on our bodies. But that doesn't really matter now, does it? The answer is no, it does not. Should I formally strip these or just use my thumb? I'll formally strip them so you get the same length. This soft silicone wire, you can just use your thumbnail to strip them, but then you don't get the same length. Yeah, my boss, like where I work as a mechanic, it's my boss and I. That's it. Nobody else. And I kind of like that. In fact, more than kinda. We keep it casual. If he's busy and doesn't like busy life-wise, because his son is into all sorts of stuff, sports and whatever. So if his life is busy and he doesn't have time to book work, I don't mind because I want to work part-time anyways. So yeah, he'll just be like, how many days a week do you want to work this week? And then we figure it out. And sometimes it's not like what I want, sometimes it's like what I need. Because like the college is very inflexible. It's very feast or famine with the college. Mostly famine this year, which is sad, but it is what it is. Hopefully I'm getting a reputation with the math and the computer classes. So if we get any more pre-apprenticeship programs approved by the Gov, I don't think so. Oh, whoops, I didn't want to do both sides. Oh, whatever, I'm doing both sides. So if we get more apprenticeship programs, then, you know, maybe, but I don't think so. I'm going to probably be applying to other colleges. The only thing is, the way that colleges work, I don't know if they're the same in Alberta, but here is they're very like territorial. The provincial government manages them, and they won't allow more than a certain amount per region to be open. So if you're stuck, like if you want to stick to a region, you have those institutions and that's it. It's not like you can hope for another one to open up. The government won't grant them funding. So they're not going to open. Oh, hello. My iron is freaking out. Oh. The numbers are going wild on the screen. I've had my soldering iron since probably 2016. So it might be time to replace it soon. All right, so do I have a crimper for this? Not really. That's another thing I need to do. Need to set up a crimping station. But anyways, I put a ferrule, so I guess it'll be a little bit easier to crimp. But I do want to put some heat shrink on there first. Oh. This should be fine. Will fit there. Will it fit over this? Ooh. Barely. I'll have to put a tiny little section. How long have you been in the trade, HVAC, if you don't mind me asking? I've been in the trade since 2006. 2006, 2007-ish. Hard to say, really. Okay, so the iWis crimper is too small. What are the jaws I have on that? Way too small. That's a coax crimper. I need like an intermediate crimper. Like just a generic one. Which I do not have. I guess I'll just use my big crimper. Trade since 2015. Switched to refrigeration 3 years ago. Oh, I thought you were HVAC. I'm supposing by the name. I know there's some overlap there. See, this is too big. That's not going to work. What about this? That's also not going to work. Refrigerator and HVAC, okay. I have my ODP, so that's good. For those of you following along at home, ODP is ozone depletion permit or something like that. It's to allow you to handle refrigerants. Hey Franco, how was your nap? So like all my dies are too big. So I need to get dies for a different crimper. It's again way too big. I also need to make a freaking holder for this that makes sense. These big dies. These are supposed to be ferrule crimpers. So I need to get dies for my SN crimper, I guess. That's the deal. So I don't know if you guys know this, but the crimpers, they use 2 letters for their type. So this is a HS. So these are HS handles. So when you get dies, you need to get HS dies to fit the HS handles. But the HS is kind of big. In terms of smaller ones, you've got the JX, which would be fine. And you also have, there's actually a couple of them, SNs. SNs are more common. Oh yeah. My soldering iron is not happy right now. It's freaking out. I'm going to turn it off. So these are SN. It's just the shape of the jaws. You didn't know that. There we go. And this is another big one. So this one doesn't have a specified jaw type, but probably if we were to pull the dies off, you would see the die will have a marking on it. So essentially, if you buy crimping handles, all you have to do is figure out what the die type is. Okay, this one's not marked. So you figure out what the die type is, and you can buy replacement jaws to suit your handles. Oh wow, these dies are not marked. They're not marked at all. Could be one-offs. So my when I was shopping for, oh, that's upside down. When I was shopping for crimping pliers, I was just looking for basically as big as I could find of a selection, but sadly they won't sell you a complete selection. You have to buy the dies individually, and that's really a pain in the butt because I just want to have everything. I don't want to go, like, I don't want to order something from China and then be in this situation where I'm looking for a die now. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Got to set somewhere. I love my crimping pliers, the ratcheting crimpers. I'm all about the ratcheting crimpers, my friends. So yeah, eventually I want to have a box, a custom box that these go in. And so I can have all the dies facing out, because this is horrible. Having to look through these, you can't see them. So I want to have a box where they're all lined up and I can pick the one I need. Okay, so yeah, but anyways, all this to say, I don't have the correct die. So that kind of sucks. So we're going to try to crimp it the old school way. I'm going to use this horrible crimper. This is an automotive crimper. This is way too big, but we're just going to squish it down onto this end here, and we'll call it a day. So like so. Ugh, as a spring, I hate that spring. There we go. Thanks for the plug, Franco. Franco's got more plugs than an electrician. There we go. So there, I just need to shrink that down. That's good. Now I don't know where my black heat shrink is. Maybe nowhere. Black heat shrink. You didn't miss much, Franco. The first portion of this was me looking for the PCBs. And I couldn't find them. Big surprise. So I can't find anything. Oh. So this is big heat shrink. I kind of want smaller heat shrink. But it might be elsewhere. And the reason I know that is because I used them for something, but I didn't think it was this size. I didn't think it was the size I wanted. Whatever. You know what? I'm just going to put red because I don't care. Hey, Joseph. I don't care. Trim. Use the red. Oh yeah, pop this on. We're getting almost there. Almost to the point that we can start our video. Also, we need to pick our op amp because I have a few to choose from. There we go. I don't like this crimper. This is the sort of like old school style automotive crimper, and it is horrible. Oh, I just snapped something. I don't know what. Whatever. Should still carry current. So yeah, the old guard, they'll claim this is the best crimper, you just need this, and then they make shitty connections that last a couple of years only in the harsh automotive environments. All right, just give that a slight shrink. A little bit of a shrinky dink. That's all we need. Okay. So my soldering iron is acting up. May have to fix it in a different video. There we go, that's one. That's two. Okay, so let me clear my bench a little bit, and then we'll be good to give us a shot. We're gonna check what voltage it's set to. Then we'll have to adjust that voltage. I'm gonna put it probably to 5 volts for now, but we're gonna have to adjust it based on whatever we're picking as our op amp. I'll let you guys help me pick. No project, Franco. We're just playing with this PCB. I essentially want to make a video about this PCB. In no uncertain words, because I haven't made a sponsored video in a long time. So that is what we're doing. Okay, so let's see, hang on, if I turn this on. Did this go to sleep? It did indeed go to sleep. The heck is going on here? There we go. All right, if we go second cam, there we go. Okay, so that'll work. So you guys will be able to see. And we're gonna plug this in probably to this read-in. Doesn't really matter which one. One and two. I think I'll adjust this to plus minus 5 volts. And then we'll adjust once we figure out. I just want to make sure it's not like some ridiculously silly amount. I need a screwdriver, a flat one. Turn the pot on here. Plug this bad boy in. I hate the high-pitched whine that this power supply does, but it is what it is. Ugh. I don't really want to run the super crazy power supply just for this. It's a big boost, so should be able to do both. Second cam. All right. So what do we got? We'll put current limit of 250 milliamps. Hopefully it's not going to blow up on me. All right, and now since you guys are looking at the screen, grab these leads. Let's see what voltage we at. Are you serious? 44 volts DC. Let me turn this off. What is the output capacitors? Oh, the output capacitors can only do 50 volts. A drone stream of the remains of Francis Scott Key Bridge. What's that? I don't know what that is. I'll have to forgive my North Americanness. .45 volts DC. So thankfully we don't have anything. Okay, you know what? Reset. Like. Let's go. Let's put 5 volts on the. Oh, it's still 46. Jesus. That is really close to our big maximum here. Okay, this is making me nervous. Why would this be 46 volts? What is going on here? You're gonna wind it all the way in. Oh. Oh, hey, Curtis. Interesting. Are you allowed to fly drones there? I'm assuming that's a no. Am I nuts? Why is there 3 volts when this is off? I guess because the cap, 2 volts, okay. You know what I'm thinking, folks? I think we need a load. I have a feeling... Oh, no-fly zone has just been lifted. Okay. I think I have a feeling that this power supply is garbage unloaded. And if that's the case, then I don't know if I can use it. That was exactly the problem. Now it's at plus minus 12 volts DC. I'm adjusting this, it's not doing anything. Not doing a dang thing. Oh, we're in current limit. Oh, dang nammit. I set to enter. $10 volts. That's up. I want to go down. So I can't use this because look, I'm going to go 5 volts. Okay, 5 volts. I got to remove the load resistors. How come it works now? What? Like 5 volts on the dot? Why does it work now? What is going on? Somebody, somebody please explain. Did the caps just need to be discharged? Is that the only issue? Anyways, that's plus 5, and then this should be -8. Oh my god. Guys, I think it's time I retire. Why? Why can't anything just work? Why? 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 I guess I can use this. Maybe you can sense the frustration in my voice. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. Maybe I should show you when I say it. There we go. If everything just worked, we wouldn't have jobs. If everything just worked, we wouldn't have jobs. Yeah. Yeah. But how come the people who made this still have jobs? How come the people who sold this to me still have jobs? Your analogy falls apart. Falls apart pretty quickly. Okay, so I mean, I guess I'll go get some new wires. Look at the pin pitch on this. This is less than 0.1. Less than 0.1 inch. So that's 0.1 inch there. And by less than 0.1, I mean exactly 0.1. Don't even listen to me. Oh, what am I doing with my life? All right. Can I just have a nice house and a nice car and not have to do all this? Is that possible? Can someone explain this to me? How I can get that done? Please and thank you. I just want nice life that I don't have to do crap all for. Yesterday was a good day, you know? Today, I don't know. I don't know. Everything worked. We wouldn't need any more to buy any more of them, just in case they don't work. Yeah. Yuck. Oh, something's been frustrating me. Put this back on. There we go. So I can put my assorted box of wires right on top. Oh, that poor shelf. Okay. Now, I know Franco probably remembers this stream. I was trying to wind some wire onto a spool and it didn't work. Oh my God. Taking applications for a sugar daddy or sugar mama. No sexual stuff. You just have to appreciate my work and pay me well. No sexual stuff. I repeat, no sexual stuff. You just pay me money because you like me. That's it. That's where our deal begins and ends. Good money. Lots of money. Trying to be zen. Trying to be zen. That's the story of my life, Franco. Everything is a mess. Come on. Two. Three. Four. Five. All right. You know what's funny? I keep taking ferals out of here. I have the loving wife, yes. I hate my house. I hate my house because it's small. And you missed it there, but we just had a quote to fix the roof just over the garage. The garage that we don't use because it's tiny. And it's like $4,000. Which we got to do before winter. All right. Two. But I do agree. I am glad we bought a house when we did, or else we would be homeless. However, it was supposed to be a starter house. And we are trapped in the same financial situation as the majority of Canadians, where most of our income goes to housing. So eventually it'll be untenable, but for now, yes, we are very lucky. Just spent almost $3,000 to put a metal roof on your 16 by 25 foot barn. No bells and whistles. Did you pay someone? Is that including labor? Because if that's including labor, you got a steal of a deal. Because our quote for shingles was $4,000. And he said if we wanted steel, it's double. Yeah, okay. That's just for materials. That makes more sense. Because yeah, he said essentially it would be double if we wanted a steel roof. The thing is, we got to climb on the roof twice a year. $2,000. Oh, he said $3,500 before he left, so that's what I was going for. Well, $2,000 is better. Is that plus tax or with tax? Miss Verowack reacts. Done shingles, would have had to spend almost the same. Consider the cost of underlay and waste removal. Yeah, and let's not forget tax not included. Okay, it's like $2,500 more or less. Let's not forget, Curtis, that the steel roofing comes in really big sheets, so it goes down a lot quicker if you're doing it yourself. We need to sell some, this is why we're doing this, we need to sell some PCBs in order to get the roof fixed. I don't know if you were here for long, Vero, but I'm taking applications for either sugar daddies or sugar mamas. Doesn't really matter which gender because I did specify no sexual activities. All they do is they just fund us. Well, the ad was to fund me, but I mean, I'm going to share that with you. So, yeah, anybody who wants to just fund us, we're taking applications. I'm going to give myself a little bit more soldering space. We are one purchase away from bankruptcy. Well, let's just say the truth of the matter is, if one of us gets sick and unable to work, we are going to be in serious trouble. At least for a long period of time. We're not one purchase away, but we definitely are not living comfortable. At least I'm not comfortable. I don't know if you are. I have to say though, the roof quote being like close to 2,500 is way better than the close to 4,000 that I was thinking, which is what the guy gave just to give us an idea. Ugh. It's good though, it didn't take him long to make the quote, which is nice. Let's pick our no, I know, I pressed him for an approximate for sure. Is that with the new downspout and everything? I'd like to see the quote when we're done here. I'm curious if it includes, like, I just want to see what it includes. Okay, what is next? Yeah, let's choose the IC. So then we can choose the voltage. Let me see what the options are. I might have to write them down. Let me get my pad. LM 386 LM 358. I don't know if these are all op amps, by the way. What's this? That's 555 timers. What is that doing in here and not in the pile with the other 555 timers? That's 555 timers. Yeah, NE555P. Is there a reason to have these separate? I guess not. There we go. 555 timers in their home. So 358 was already on the list. What is this? So these are not, I think these are quad. Okay, yeah, there are op amps in here. So TL072CP. TL072CP. TL062CP. 062CP. Any numbers you guys liking so far? LM386, LM358, TL072CP, and TL062CP. TL082CP. I have no idea what all these things are, by the way. TL082CP. This is a package we can't use. I think this might be a quad op amp, because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 pin. Also a 14 pin. Also a 14 pin. So I don't know if you guys know what these are. TL064CN, TL074CN, and TL084CN. So yeah, I don't know if these are quad op amps and these are dual op amps. I don't know. I did buy these specifically for this video, if I remember correctly. Oh, more. What are these? TL082CP, same thing as these. All right, so let's take this list. Let's see what the plus minus voltage is on all these folks. And then I have, because essentially, oh, shoot, I should actually test. Never mind. Yeah, let's check the voltage, because I do need to test these modules, because they could be as crap as the other ones. But these are fixed voltage, so they should never go up. What's the output capacitance on that, or the output max voltage? Low ESR, 35 volts. So this states it's a 5 volt device, but there's 35 volt output capacitors. And are they in plus voltage, out plus minus voltage? But I don't know if that's a buck or a boost or a buck boost. Maybe I'll just check. Let's see. Yeah, can't see that. I'll have to look on the data sheet of this. All right, to the data sheet mobiles. Where's my browser? There it is. And you guys can come over here. Single power rail, does that mean not a split rail? So LM386 data sheet. 386, I said. Okay. Ground referenced input. Yeah, so this is, okay. So no, so single power rail, that means VS, V out, ground. Okay, it's ground referenced. Okay. So that one positive supply only. Okay, so that one is out. 358. Wait, what was I doing? Back to here. Data sheet, PDF. Okay. Looks like that's a single supply as well. Single power rail, yeah. Positive power only. Positive supply only. Okay, let's try TL072CP. I don't know if it's 072CP. PDF. There we go. All right, so this can do either the 5 volts or the 10 volts. I might do the 10 volts. So definitely plus minus, right? Looking for a example circuit. If the LM, I mean, it could be. Yeah, V plus, V minus. I like how this says ground, but I guess, yeah, it is referenced there, but V in plus? Bit confused. Oh, V in minus. Yeah, so it is plus minus. So if we go, so plus minus 20 volts. Plus minus 20 volts. Okay, let's go the 062 CP. So yeah, it looks like the 6.4. I think that's what the 14-pin packages were. This is a quad op amp. I don't even see the CP here. Looks like 062. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Supply voltage, there we go, 18, plus minus 18. That's what I wanted. Is there like a recommended though? Recommended, yeah. Should be actually 15. Plus minus 15 volts. So here 5 is like the minimum. So I would say 10 volts is the better option for that one. 82 CP. I have no idea what any of this means, by the way. That's plus minus 18. This looks like an old data sheet. Never used dual rail. Me neither. Only, actually, I've never used any op amps. This is what this is all about. The plan is to just feed a SIGGEN through the op amps. That's it. I'm not too concerned about, like, I'm not too concerned about much. I just want to feed stuff through op amps. So I don't know the, I guess the maximum rating, supply voltage plus minus 18. So I guess it's the same thing. Go plus minus 15 volts. Okay. Wow. Enjoy your cup of tea. All right, so let's look at Unibyte. Unibyte YouTube. I just want to see what he used. In his PCB. Man, he's made a lot of videos. Where the hell is his op amp thing? Eight months ago. This guy's been cooking. Look at that. Holy crap, I don't know. Let's go op amp. Okay. Oh, here. Okay, yeah. PCB way circuit. Circuit. So, yeah, I don't know what he's got going on here. Oh, this is the board. Okay. What's he putting in? Okay, so what are the values? Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go over here. So he put a link in there. Link. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. The only set components are the two 0.1 microfarad bypass caps. All other components are depending on the desired whatever. Okay. RA2 R1 divided by... Okay, I'm regretting all this. Not only did the power supplies not work first thing, but now I gotta math this. Hey Johnny. Basic op amp schematic. Please help. Yeah, need a little bit less basic than that. What is this? How's your new house overall, Johnny? Okay, let's just go non-inverting op amp circuit. So essentially, we got R1 and R2. That's it. R1 and R2. That is absolutely it. Solid foundation, that's the good part. Do you mean there's some bad parts? Is there issues? Okay, and then inverting op amp circuit. R1, R2, that's it. Okay, I think I'm overthinking this. This is getting to the point where I think I'm overthinking this. Ugh. Okay, so we can use any one of the TL Let's go with the TL072 CP. Let's use that. If my little eyes can see, TL082, TL062, TL072 CP. Everything they renovated themselves looks like crap. I mean, they probably just wanted to flip the house for as cheaply as possible. That happens a lot here in Canada. Maybe it has happened where you are. Okay. So, oh, I do have this leg straightener. Forgot the name of the gentleman who has crafted this for me. Oh, I wrote it on the back. Larry. Larry, you absolute legend. Here, there we go. Larry with his leg straightener. I think you pop her in like that. Put her in there. Shut this little arm on it. Like so. And then you give her a little squish. There we go. Legs have been straightened. 5-6 years ago. Okay. Yeah, look at this is apparently real gold, but it's like a gold leaf, like gold foil. So it's like extremely thin. This is like pennies worth of gold. But yeah, fancy leg straightener. All right, let's pop her in. There we go. Halfway in renovating the entrance and hallway. New oak flooring done. Waiting for the paint guy. Wow, oak, huh? Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants with your oak. We have in our house we have parquet, and because it was the fashion in the 70s, and it is horrible. Although on the main floor, the old lady who had it before us, she had it sanded, so it looks better. It doesn't have like the yellow varnish on it, or regular varnish that has yellowed. So it looks better on the main floor, but it's still very like creaky. And it's fallen apart. I don't think our house was I think our house was quickly built, you know? Wasn't a luxury home, let's just say. The rest you'll do yourself, okay? All right, so let's see if the soldering iron hangs on here, because it was making some weird, it was displaying some weird values before. I do have another soldering iron, but I don't want to switch them up at this stage. There we go. Do you have an increase in lab space now, Johnny? In your new spot? More tinkering space? Reflowing the solder on the irons connector inside the base. Yeah, I'll do it live when it's time to fix it. For sure. Okay, so these two bypass caps. He says everything else is optional. So essentially, if I'm reading this correctly, it's just R1 and R2. Oh. Non-inverting. On the inverting, it seems to be in V1. Is V1 the positive or the negative? What am I looking at here? Okay, inverting would be on the negative. Oh yeah, these two. Yeah. So essentially we just do R1 and R2. And then we can link this across to the output. And then we don't need a cap here. Cap is only if we want to. So I'm thinking of putting potentiometers on these. I think that would be more fun than not putting potentiometers. So I need 4. Put 100k ohm ones. I don't think we need to flow current. 2. 3. I said 3. My fingers are too big. They don't fit in this. 3, 4. Okay, so if I can shove this kind of like there and there, and I can just have this guy do the stanky leg. So if I could just, yeah, shove these in like that. And then solder them down. I think that'll make me happier, and then I can adjust the values accordingly. So we can have a play. Hey Doss, how's it going? Okay, get the stanky leg on here. Open this up a little bit. All right, so R1 and R2. already. And I'll do it on the other one too. There we go. Just got home for a school choir event. Neat. What's the, like, do you go to school, or is it your kids' school, or just a neighborhood thing? Forgive my ignorance. Your kids, there we go. Okay. Yeah, because it could have been, you know, just a community thing that you went for fun, or maybe you're taking choir courses at the university. You know, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I would be really excited if this would function without burning. Okay, the stanky leg. 100 schools from around the state were there. Wow, nice. Yeah, maybe if I had like a mat with a whole bunch of conclusions that I could then jump to, that would make more sense. Two-thirds full, holds 15,000 people. That's a big event. Are your kids like in competitive choir, or is it just regular choir? I don't know how that works. Did they do well? You know? There we go. Just for fun, it's a charity awareness type event. Combat bullying and bring about conversation around mental health. Well, that's good. Yeah, I don't like crowds either, but I mean, if it was to support my kids, I would go. You know what I mean? I also don't like crowds, but I can see why Doss went. So now I need a bunch of component legs or just solid wire. I think I have a bunch of solid wire. I need to turn off the multimeter too, because the fan is freaking loud. I need to upgrade it to a Noctua. Don't freak out, but it's not pleasant getting in and out. Yeah, that's the worst part. When you go to like a sporting event or something, the in and out is the pain in the butt part. It's so bad here at the where the Ottawa Senators play that it's very common to see people in the third period, which should be the most exciting period, but it's common to see people leave because they just want out. Yeah, my wire storage is not great, but I do have this. Assorted lengths of wire. Here's where I keep my assorted lengths of wire. So I just want like solid links, but like this is not solid wire. I do have solid wire somewhere. It's like I think it's a thermostat wire that I have somewhere. I have a bin, and that bin has automotive wire. Oh, here's my solid wire. That bin has automotive, like a warranty, basically, warranty harnesses. And I've been picking away at that, but not for YouTube stuff, for automotive stuff. So I'm going to take out a bunch of this because I do want to make signal grounds on both sides. I want to make signal powers because like this needs something to hook up to. And I need my scope to go somewhere. So essentially, I need a bunch of this solid wire. Kind of be nice to get the PCBWay money rolling in. Oh, there we go. All right. So now the pain in the butt is stripping this solid wire. I think the best way I've seen is to just sort of skin it on one side. Kind of like that. So when you skin it, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of skinned on one side. Then you can go and peel it out of its shell. But then what happens is it's going to be hard to solder because you can't hold it. But we'll deal with it. We'll figure it out. There we go. Like so. So essentially, the ins and the outs, I want a little loop, or maybe just a piece of wire that I can clip to. Doesn't have to be insulated. Pin headers, no good. They're very close to each other. They're very tight to each other. And like alligator clips do get a little bulky. So I think they would work, but I think I want less hassle, if that makes sense. Okay, this and then the outs. Oh. There we go. And then I also need to run the wires, but up here, but I can make a little link for that. So here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly poke this in. There we go. Make sure that's well soldered. Yep. Good. And then I can snip it a little bit shorter. Oh, there goes the soldering iron. It says SE, like Simple Electronics. So yeah, I can, you know, curl that into a loop if I want to. There we go. Cut a little length. And when I get too short, I'm going to just cut them into little loops to go into these spots. And then that'll be it. So yeah, soldering iron saying SE, so I don't know if it's still going to be hot enough, but we'll see. I don't know if the soldering iron's still melting because the base is freaking out. Yeah, it's still hot. Having troubles with the ground plane. I don't know if he actually put ground flood. I don't think so. There we go. Definitely before the end of stream today, we are getting waveforms on the screen. That's my prerogative. Starting to run low on length here, but I think we should still be good. Ouch, that got hot. We need to get more of the little spring-loaded grabbing type clips. Yeah, those are nice. Those are definitely nice. My problem is on this project, I need a BNC. So not quite as easy. I would need like a BNC to grabby and, you know, because I'm going to be using a function gen. Oh, not long enough. Bend this one back. That's not even close to long enough. What am I thinking? Okay, so I guess I will shorten this up a little bit. And just pop it into one of these spots. And then I can trim the excess. And 2. There we we go. Little link. All right, now we need another one. This is a long process. I'm glad I'm doing it here with you guys. This is all the stuff people don't see about making YouTube videos. There's a lot of prep. And can you imagine filming all this in 4K? All this prep? It's like, probably would have been a couple hundred gigs. There we go. All right. That was a bit short. That's okay. Miles of solid copper telephone and data cable twisted pair, but it's so hard to use even as jumpers. I mean, this is, I think my old man gave me this a long time ago. Surplus to requirements. And I think it's thermostat wire for conductor. You never know when you're going to need this kind of stuff. And honestly, I really like this solid core stuff. Come on. It's not working. I don't know if I'm right on the money. There we go. There we go. Bing. All right, now I need to make little links. So we need a, so does the positive side must just go to ground. So we do need to link all of these together, So here to here. I am a bit ahead this on the podcast though this week. I have a guest. Episode is recorded and edited. Just waiting for their blessing to post it in early access. Yesterday I edited another video. So we've got some stuff going on here. Stuff's getting real. Okay, need a small link for this one here. To about there. There we go. Almost done on this end. Like so. Ouch. And then this can go over here. Hopefully when I boot up the power supply, it's not going to like go so high as to burn the chip. That would be not nice. Some of the little hooked end rather than the pair of tweezer grips. Quite easy to bend, and the mechanism is rough. There we go, that's in there. All right, so now we need one piece here, one piece here, and then I'd like some of these loops here to be, I'd like some loops up here. But I think after that we are ready to give it a shot. So one here, and then some extra loops. Form the loops, find it easiest to cut the wire twice the length I want, bend it over the end of your long nose pliers. Yeah, have like a former. Come on, get off of there. I'm not sure I'm actually going to make these into loops, by the way. They are a little sharp, so maybe I would want to. But I think for the moment, I'm just happy with the nice little bit of slack they offer me. I think the scope probes will grab them pretty easily. There we go. That's a nice piece there. I think if I were to design this board, I would put solder pads to bridge. I think that's what I would do. Not that I know anything about op amps, so like it's not like I can, like I wouldn't have been able to say that if I wouldn't have, you know, tried it. There we go. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't know Scruff, by the way. I have no idea who that is. Never been there. But if you're advertising someone else's stream, probably doing it in the wrong spot in here. We only got a couple viewers. Yes, that's exactly it, DOS. This is Unibyte's design, which is actually an improvement over ImSci-Guy's design, which then I feel like I'm going to make my own improvement eventually to suit my own needs. Okay, so we're almost at the point here where we're going to be testing this because we've got our pots. Just try to see if there's anything else here. So non-inverting. Scruff is a good friend of Big Clive. They stream together. Oh, well, they... Again, I don't mind. I don't mind you advertising his stream, but he probably doesn't need the advertisement from this stream. He's probably already good to go, you know? I don't mind, but it's a little bit backwards, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't like that Clive is on Twitch now. Much prefer YouTube. But I do understand that you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, no, that's fine. I again, I don't mind. Like, I am one of those people that don't really buy into the competitive nature of YouTube and whatever. So I'm fine with it. Okay, so I have a solution for these. Let's find that. Oh my God. Like I'm not saying he made the wrong decision to go to Twitch. I just, first of all, Twitch shows a lot of ads. Like a lot. I don't think you can turn them off as the creator anymore. Or ever. I don't know if you ever could. So that's kind of crappy. On YouTube, you can definitely turn them off. as the creator. Although I do like that he's bringing a little bit more diversity to Twitch, so that is nice. Like, I've been considering streaming electronics to Twitch. I pulled the bits before powering it up. Looks like they've taken a power over LAN module and hacked it as a 48 volt DC supply. Interesting. So I plan on one day streaming these live streams to Twitch, but they're also going to be available on YouTube. I'm going to simultaneously stream because I do want to offer a bit more variety on Twitch. So right now there's not a lot of maker representation on Twitch, but I also think that YouTube is the better viewing experience. So that's my prerogative. Here's the soldering. Not fantastical, but not horrible either. Like, if Clive was doing simultaneously streaming, I'd have less than zero issue. But Twitch is a little bit special, especially for some of the folks who view electronics content. It's a little bit much to navigate. And the ads are pretty pervasive. The only thing that I don't know for sure, though, that I would love to know is if you are a small creator, do you get a cut of their ad revenue on Twitch? Because I know when the way it used to be is if you were a small creator on Twitch, you didn't get any revenue at all. Nothing. And so if that's still the case, I think that's unfair. To show ads and stuff and not share it with the creator. I believe that's unfair on YouTube, and I think it's unfair on Twitch. Clive stream aren't really about electronics, drinking, language, and fireballs. Well, sorta, yeah. I mean, I get that too. Is this on? No, it's off. Oh, I want to do the 10 volt one. Bastard. Whatever. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, so could always make more of these little connectors. All right, so we're gonna go positive. Ground. and then negative. I really want to do the 10 volt. I'm not desoldering this. I would much rather cut new ones. But let's just test what happens here before we go nuts. Okay, so this is the positive. Yep, positive. Ground. And negative. So I guess you don't watch anymore, Franco, because Twitch doesn't work. That's a shame. I thought you were. Are you a moderator in his stream? I thought you were. Three. And 4. I'm going to lift the chip out of here so it doesn't burn if stuff goes wrong. Just the right tool. Okay, turn on this. There we go. Could do it this way. Not seen him since the switch over. Okay, you're not a mod there. All right, so I have my probes here. It's going to be a little iffy, but it should be able to grab them from here. So if we go on, so what do we have? Negative 5.3. Positive 5.1. So we do have both our rails, 10 volts peak to peak. All right, so now, essentially I got to move all this crap away. And now I have to set up on this same bench, I have to set up a scope and a function gen. Okay, function gen and scope, that's an easy choice. I've got the Unity things, and the Unity things have a USB on the front. There we go. I apologize if you won't be able to see well, but it's kind of all I can do right now. Okay, so 2 probes. Yeah, stuff falling over, whatever. What else is new? By the way, I will share with you guys a thought I am having. Nothing is set in stone. In fact, I am literally just at the thinking stage, so don't read too much into this. But I am considering doing a either a 12 or a 24-hour stream, just for poop and laughter. See how much stuff we can do. I'll have a list of like all the things that I want to get accomplished. Oh, hang on, I gotta. Yeah, you guys are in the naughty chair enough. Hang on a sec. Let me go somewhere else. There. So yeah, I'm just thinking about it to do a 24-hour stream. 12-hour streams are fun. 24 is a bit of a slog. Burnout is an issue. Yeah, I would do it for fun only. But it would be nice to see how much stuff I could get done in a 24-hour period. But it would only be for fun, and if it ever gets too frustrating, I would bail right away. There'd be no sense in not bailing, you know what I mean? Just be for fun. But it would be nice, like I would tackle things like trying to build an entire project, like NRF 24L01, for example, was something I was thinking of tackling. So the whole shebang, top to bottom, trying to get it running, trying to film and edit and publish a video, you know, like those kinds of things. I mean, 12 hours is an option too, don't get me wrong. If I'm willing to do 24, I'm willing to do 12. But I just think it'd be fun. It'd be a fun experience, and if it's not fun, then it's not fun. I don't know what to tell you, you know. But yeah, I would make myself pretty much a long list of things that I want to get done, and see how far we can get down the list before I lose my mind. Which is probably not far. Okay, and then this. Alright, so that's all hooked up. And you know, it'd be like people can drop in, drop out, whatever they'd want to do. I'm going to try to bring this up for you guys a little bit. There we go. Okay, so channel 1, let's pick okay, 1 volt peak to peak sine wave, 10 kilohertz. So let's turn that on. And if we just go auto set. Oh, channel 2 has something going on. What is going on there? So channel 2 is channel 1. Okay, it's not powered yet. Guest presenters pop in and out and take it in shifts. Nope, not me. Okay, here we go. Now I just turned it on. Oh, something's going crazy there. Okay, there's a DC component happening here. Channel 2. Go away. That's not what I want to do. So it looks like the positive is hot. I don't know what's happening. Oh, I think I know what's happening. I need a differential between the pots. So like if I turn this one this way. No. Oh, look at that. I don't know what happened, but I have something. Something's happening. So this is non-inverting. Oh, is this at 50 ohms? It is 50 ohms. Let's see. Go utility, channel 1, load, high Z. Does that help? Nope. Okay, doesn't matter. Wave. Okay, so I don't know what we're looking at here. But we have like a square wave. This one isn't very sensitive. This one is very sensitive. Look at the noise on the ground there. This one essentially does nothing. Oh. That is interesting. Yeah, so this says non-inverting. Non-inverting. Where's the positive? There's the ground. Is there, hold on, is there an issue because this ground is connected? No. Is there an issue because this ground is connected? Oh, nope. Some fine kit you've got on display. Yeah, the Unity stuff. I love the Unity stuff. People are going to lose their minds. They're going to call me a shill. 100%. So this seems okay. This one doesn't seem to do much. Oh, wait. How can this be non-inverting if this is feeding back? Right? Because look, that's the output, and it's coming back into the negative terminal there. Let's see if the other comparator isn't floating. I have no idea. You'd be telling me. So if we go like this, and then like this. This is kind of why I wanted those loops. Because, you know, I need like some space to put a lot of stuff on it. Okay, so that's our signal. And we're just going to probe the output here. So this is doing nothing. We're still channel 1 on. Don't think it matters so much with op amps as it does with CMOS logic. Is this hot? No. Not hot. Okay, so let's twiddle the pots and see what happens. This one does nothing. This one does nothing. Okay, let me have a think here. So this is connected to ground. The positive is connected to ground. This is R1. It's connected through R2. It's connected through. And then there's a bridge to the output, which is connected to the scope lead here on channel 2. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's on times 10. That's on times 10. Let me ensure that the probe, that's times 1. Let's go times 10. Okay, channel 1, probe, times 10. Auto set. No schematic. I don't have a schematic. So I don't know. Okay, let's go hunting. Is there a signal here? No. Is there a signal on this leg? Nope. Is there a signal on this leg? Nope. Signal on this leg? Nope. Signal there. Signal there. So 1 volt peak to peak. This one's, hang on a sec here. 1 volt peak to peak, channel 2. Oh, what? Okay, hang on. Channel 2, probe, 10x. Okay, both 1 volt peak to peak. Okay, so that one's there. How about on this leg? I think my pot is no bueno. Because if I go through the pot, there's DC. So like, see the signal's going in on that side of the pot, but it's not coming out. There's like DC, which is probably coming from the op amp. So is it possible my pot is dicked? It has to go through the pot because the only way the signal comes through here, that signal's good. But this is DC. Which is weird. What if I disconnect the ground? What do we have on the negative rail? Nothing. Oh. We have it on that leg, but not on this leg. Well, I mean, it's only 3 legs and 2 legs are connected. Unless the wiper isn't. Hang on a sec. Usually the center one is the wiper. But if it isn't, yeah, center wiper. It could be defective pot. But if you look at this, the center pin, one on the, if I'm looking at it like this, the center pin is the wiper. But I mean, I can try to connect the other one. Feedback from the output, which may be providing DC. But how can it be DC if it's a sine wave? Ooh, that did not go well. I took parts of the board off with it. Let's see if I probe output 2. Should still have output on this leg. I do. So let's solder it down. See, this is why I have to do testing though, because not everything works first try. In fact, quite the opposite. All right, let's see. Just the top. I think it's just the silk. So there's the DC again. We got a different reading now. Look how high up that thing is. Let's see if we can... Oh. Don't know what's happening there. Auto set. Okay, so 2 volts per division to 3 volts to 3 volts. The other thing that's possible, well, something's happening there. It's like a notch filter. The waveform is getting all screwy. Come on. Yeah, analog stuff. Oh. Okay, so we've got almost 2 volts peak to peak. You know what? There's 1 volt peak to peak. Because we are only powering this with 5 volts. It's possible it's not high enough. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we are loading down. Something's wrong there. Look at how small. What? Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. The scale is wrong now. Okay, 500 millivolts per division. Now 500 millivolts per division. Okay, so we should have the same. Okay, it's the same. 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 DC. Voltage divider for the inverting input, so you can change the level of the signal to be above or below the non-inverting. I appreciate that you say words, but I don't know what that means. So, hold on. Let's, hang on a sec. So let's connect this up. Ping. All right, so this is the inverting op amp. So if I just go to here, right? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, we have RI. So we have RI and RF. Those are two pots. And we have the VO. That's where we're scoping out. And then the II is where we're scoping in. But it looks like ground is not ground here. Yeah, Peter, I agree. By the way, how are you doing, Peter? This is my first time messing with this. So yeah, we have RIN and RF. We have both of those. No, it looks like the positive of the inverting goes to ground. Positive to ground. Then all these are ground. Right? So we have everything. IN, RN, IF, V2, V1. We have everything. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is maybe where's my mouse? Dang damn it. Get over here. So we have exactly what this is. So this is in, goes across the wire loop, through a resistor, which we can change the value of. If I go too far, then this is shorted. So I need to have some resistance. Oh wait, look. Right there we have a little bit, but this is not an amplification value. This is probe across the resistors. What resistors? Like what do you want me to probe? Voltage? So then this, same thing. Then this is the output. The output is somewhere on planet Mars. It's 2, 4, it's almost 5, it's like 5 volts. getting 5 volts out here. And this is DC, and this is DC. Love analog, mostly use valves. Okay, but what? Okay, what voltage? Hang on. Let me. There. All right, super precise voltages here. Let's go ground to there. It's like 48 millivolts DC. So it's 1 volt peak to peak. So yeah, 50 millivolts in the positive. Yeah, that looks about right. Same thing there. Same thing there. Now this is at 120. Op amp should go rail to rail without the resistors. I don't know. Here's 120 again. There's like a lot more DC there. This is 3.5 volts DC. .2. 3.5 volts. 3.5 volts. 3.5 volts. 3.5 volts. Op amp could be no good. I could have blown it. I don't know. I have no idea. Let me shut off the power supply. Look at that funkiness. Now it's straight through. Okay. Here, let me. Does the sine wave have a DC offset? No, does not. Max is 560 millivolts. Minimum, slight offset. So max is 560. Min is 460. Minus 460. 10 kilohertz. 102. 100 volts. 1 volt peak to peak. Here, let's pull this out. We could try an identical one. Here comes another. Pin 1 notch to pin 1 notch. Oh, I really need to straighten the pins. There we go. Okay. Go. That is now in. Same thing. We're going to turn this on. And it goes up to DC. We'll check the input. Same. Same. Now it's got that little wave. Can scale this way. But this is like 100 millivolts. So this is like it's like 100 millivolts. It's like 50 millivolts to 150 millivolts. And ground is over there. If I take off the ground, it gets really noisy. You can pop it to the same signal ground if you want, or just ground. Ugh. That doesn't help much. Ground. Yeah. All ground leads are attached. Alright, so there, and then this is the same, and then here we got DC. Oops. DC, well here I'll tell you what the DC is. .5 volts. And just to check My negative rail is at -5, and my positive rail, +5. This is why we do these tests. Let's go back to the non-inverting, just to see what's up. Okay, so the first thing I'll connect up is the input. Okay, so it looks like we have a different load here because this looks more distorted. Yeah, it's definitely a distorted sine wave. I will probe the output though. It is possible that this specific op amp doesn't have the correct pinout. Okay, so as you can see, this one is clipping. Don't mind that, it just knocked everything off. So yeah, so this is at the same scale now. So if I drop this down, so this is definitely amplifying, and this is amplifying a lot. This is rail to rail. Input wave is from the Unity. Ugh. Kind of hard to show you. This one. So this one is amplifying a lot. I think it's essentially going rail to rail. So if I change this this way, so it is 1 volt per division. It's going 1, 2, 3. It's 3 volts to 3 volts. It is definitely inverting, but it's on the non-inverting side. So I'm starting to think this this op amp doesn't have the correct footprint. That's what I'm starting to suspect. So let's see if we can just change the voltage divider value. That affects the low end. Oh. So if I have it like at a very specific spot, like, look at this, what is going on? I don't know if it's going rail to rail. But look at the input. The input is distorted. So if I put these like 50-50, so that is very strange. And let's scale them back to the same scale. This is the same scale. Chinesium as in my op amps? It could be. Let's try this exact same thing with a different op amp. Here is a TL082 CP instead of the TL072 CP. Shaping my op amp. All right, let's turn this on. Oh, look, virtually the same signal. This looks like it's going rail to rail again. At 1 volt per division, 3 volts peak to peak. What if I drop input? There's the input wave. That the yellow is the input wave. So that's a 1 volt peak to peak wave, but that is this is 1 volt peak to peak, and if I'm looking at this, it's actually being drawn down. It's being drawn down because this is only half a volt. This is just like 750 millivolts. So something is like really pulling it down. So yeah, that's the input wave. And if I shut down the op amp, there, my input wave becomes perfect now. So the other thing, I have another. Oh yeah, I agree, Franco. So the only other one I have is this TL062CP, which is plus minus 15. Need to straighten this out. Something might be warm. If something's pulling it down, something might be warm. I don't know what that means. So let's pop this in. There we go. Turn this on. Pretty much exactly the same thing. Drawing too much current, huh? Well, the op amp board, this board, is pulling 10 milliamps at the moment. Thermal camera, sure. The only thing is, like, the power supply is supplying between 10 and 20 milliamps, so I don't think. The op amp is at 30 degrees C. I don't even feel that. Everything else is stone cold. So if this is dissipating, it says between 0.4 and 0.9 watts, let's say 0.1 watts, I think a 6 degree rise. Oh, I mean, it's a, Peter, it's a smoke it if you got it situation. I happen to got it, so I smoke it. So the op amp is doing something. Let me go look up the pinout, and we will check with our scope what's going on here. So I'm just gonna draw a quick drawing. I did say today we're gonna have some waveforms on the screen, which we do. Okay, I'm just gonna make a drawing. There's Okay, pin 1. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to go read this. Just the pots on the disconnected op amp. You want me to pull the op amp out? There's disconnected. Okay, if I grab this bad boy, put it right in the middle there. Okay, and oh, you mean this one? Like on that circuit. I understand now. I understand quickly when you explain slowly, my friend. Okay. All right, so there we go. There's the signals. If I spin nothing. As a slight effect, very, very slight, all the way to the end. Yeah, so this resistor is not connected, and neither is this one. So none of these, this shouldn't pass through. The only other thing I can think of before we go nuts is what if the signal ground is not supposed to go signal ground, it's supposed to go there, but no, it doesn't. Or like there. Nope. Grab breadboard and force the positive to ground and the negative to ground. Well, it's hard for me to generate a negative rail on a breadboard at the moment. So give me a moment. Let me see if I'll get the pin out. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll get the pin out, and then we'll look at it together. Do I have a mouse? There we go. Screen. All right, so we are using the TL062CP right now. Oh, and I left my pen over there. Oh well. 62CP. Okay, there. So if I'm doing oh. Uh-oh. This one's not connected, but this one's out. Okay. Hang on a second. TL062CP pinout. This is an 82. I guess that's kind of the same. Okay. Open image in new tab. Okay, so we've got V plus, V minus. This is minus A plus A, out A. Then we've got out B, minus B, plus B. And that's for the TL082. Okay. Back to here. Okay, we're going to shut this off. I'm gonna pull all this off. Good night, DOS. It's, you know what? It's fine. I've never had something like this go simple. Always complex. So it is what it is. I'm not well versed in this kind of stuff, you know? Okay, so with my legend here. Okay, first and foremost, if this is on, actually let's turn it off for a second. Let's just do continuity tests. Continuity beeper on. All right, so V plus is here. That's good. V minus is here. Oh. Really? I think we have our first issue. So this white cable, V minus, what? Oh, it's so you can split. It's so you can use a single rail. You either connect it to ground. This is not connected through. It's so that you can either connect it to ground or to the V pause. There's a header missing here. Wow. Wow. All that. Wow. I think that's our issue, folks. It's the board. It's the board. It needs to be configured for either a split rail or a single rail. Right now, it's in single rail. Actually, it's in nothing. There's no ground connected. There's no ground connected right now. Yep. It would be. So, I'm gonna whatever. I'm gonna use this. Ideally, you'd use pin headers. But I'm okay with this. This is the whole Dave Jones thing. I hope you put together a project, and I hope it doesn't work. That's what he means. Okay. I'm going to hook everything up before turning this on. Is it on? No, it's off. This is Dave Jones would be absolutely thrilled. Maybe I should email him. Okay, so... Okay, you ready for this? There's the amplification. That's rail to rail. It's very noisy. So there you have it. And we can superimpose them. There you have it. And it's not inverting because it has a ground. Let's check the inverting now. I don't want to transfer the I want to transfer the scope first so we can see the input before the output. Holy crap. There's the inverting. There's the amplification. All right. I don't know what's going on there. Touching things is changing stuff. Let's go wave. Let's go square wave. Very nice. Let's go auto set. Yeah, so look at the rise time. Channel 2. Look at that. This way. Look at that rise time and fall time. Oh, look, we've got a sawtooth wave. Okay, let's go wave, arbitrary. That's interesting. See, the rise and fall time is not the same. We drop the frequency. That spike is it's having issues with that. This is 3 kilohertz, 1 kilohertz. There we go. Look at that. Get an exact replica. And we can also, that's centered. So they essentially do the opposite. Too slow. Yeah, seems like it's too slow. So let's turn this off. Let's swap op amps. We go back to our 8.2. See if this one's faster. So this is I'm not going to do too much exploration today because the goal of the video will be exploration. I'm not well versed enough to give explanations on how things work. Oh, I need to turn it on. That would help. Okay, on. Let's go to 10 kilohertz. Yeah, see? No, too slow. Let's go wave, sine. Seems like there's a little bit of an offset. And I don't know where that's coming from. Maybe the ground connection wasn't great. And then we can change our amplification. That's rail to rail there. Neat. Let's go back to inverting, or non-inverting, sorry. There we go. Pop along over here. There we go. Let's change the amplification factor. That's rail to rail? Why is it doing that? Let's see if I change the peak to peak voltage. Could have a pretty serious amplification there. Yeah, it's clipping. I can see that. The trigger is not picking it up nicely. Maybe if I trigger on channel 2. There we go. Nice and stable. So channel 2 is our output. So something isn't right with the source. The source is like super noisy. Maybe it's too much of an antenna out there. I don't know. Don't know. But there we go. Let's go frickin' clipping. There we go. It's a pretty big amplification ratio. Put that in the middle. 2, put that in the middle. Now go build Tetris. NAND to Tetris. Interesting. Tetris interesting. Here, let's change the frequency. Oh, look at that. Now it's lagging way behind. .500 kilohertz. Oh, going the wrong way. Wait, I need to trigger on a different channel 1. There we go. It's way too fast. University project for first year to PhDs. It really starts at NAND and build Tetris. Interesting. So yeah, the op amp here is not fast enough. What's a what's a good audio range? What's the max hertz? Because I feel like 500 kilohertz is way above audio limits. I feel like our hearing range isn't up that high. Oh, they're scaled differently. Why would they do that? 200. There we go. That makes more sense. So the probes were scaled differently. 12 kilohertz? Okay, so yeah, this is plenty good for the audio range. Look at that bouncing around though. I don't know what's causing that. It's triggering on channel 1. Let's change the source to channel 2. There it goes, a lot cleaner now. Bring it up here. Yeah, it looks, channel 1's all noisy all of a sudden. I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing a ground loop. I don't know. Channel 1 is very noisy now. All right then, well, we didn't film a video, but I think I'm still gonna give it up for the day. So that was fun, figuring that thing out. But yeah, I think if I were to do this, I would put jumpers or something, so I can choose to have the resistors in circuit or not. But yeah, it's been lots of fun. Frustrating in the morning, but turned into fun a little bit later on. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I will definitely not be live tomorrow. I've got work. But maybe this weekend. So we'll see about that. I can turn this off because that's freaking noisy. Ah, there we go. My end goal. So the end goal is to learn the op amp. Just to understand how it works. My intermediate goal is to make a video on this PCB so that people can take learning into their own hands. And I'll probably tell people, you know, that they can get this PCB if they want to, follow along learning with me. So that's the intermediate goal. But the long-term goal is to understand how op amps work, because they're a mystery box. So essentially, I'll be really happy to find out how that works. We can turn this off too now. Oh. Turn this off. Off. There we go. So, all right. See you guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for being emotional support this morning. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.